Hi, everyone. This is Zach Spryzak, who will be the new athletic director at Troy Athens High School. And I want to go over our budget on what we're looking to use, how we're looking to do it. We're going to start off, we're definitely going to use an incremental budget. It's just the best way to save time and make sure that you are organized every year. And especially at the high school level, you'll notice that a lot of budgets are very similar from school to school, district to district. And from year to year, it's mostly going to be the same. We're always going to look to improve and get it better. We'll always be tracking our spending, donating, and if we're giving any or developing new facilities for our program, which I hope to here in the next few years. But just making minor tweaks to improve it to get better every day is going to be huge. But really, it's going to look the same because I don't want you guys really focused on the changes of the budget or different procedures and all of that because I know you have a lot on your plate as coaches already. Um, we'll jump into donations. Donations are huge. We all know that. I mean, for all of our programs, if you can get uh, a donation from one of our alums for one of your programs, amazing, all yours. Not going to take any of it from for our program here in the athletic department. Not going to give it to another team. Every single year, that's going to be your guys' jobs, your main jobs in our donating process is to reach out to our alums, make sure that they're doing good. Hopefully, have an alumni game or some sort of dinner or lunch that you can have with them. I know it's a little extra on your plates, but it comes with a job, and it'll be huge for us with trying to stay competitive. Now, for local businesses, I'll be doing my part. Me and the rest of my support staff will be reaching out to different businesses in town, just trying to get people to sponsor us, give us possibly even sponsor T-shirts to give away at games, stuff like that. I'll worry about that. I don't want you guys worrying about going door to door doing stuff like that. Um, Controlling costs is going to be the next part we jump into here. The budget's basically just going to be based on how large your team is supposed to be. So that's including your freshman, junior varsity, and varsity. So for each student athlete that you have in your program, you're going to get $1,500. So basically, let's say you have a team of, if you just had a team of 20, obviously none of you do from all three programs, but you just do 20 times 1,500, super easy number to get. Um, I just gotten that number from the years I've been college basketball, how we've ran it at an athletic department. Obviously, they get a little more money, but that's why the money is a little lower. Um, that'll be used for getting gear for your players, travel costs, buses, all that kind of stuff. If you want to host a tournament or if you need to go to a tournament that's a little farther away, something like that, that would be huge. Or any necessary equipment you'll need. Um, our program will also have pay to play, and I know this is kind of a new thing. It's been new for a lot of schools lately, and I expect to get a little backlash for it. But in the district that we're in, we are lucky enough to have families that are financially stable. It'll only be $50 per sport. I don't think that's a lot to ask, and it helps with fundraising as well. Um, of course, if we have any issues with this with particular student athletes, we can work around it or try to find ways for them to make it in a different way. Um, but yeah, and then you'll also have two fundraisers a year. You can do this during the season, out of season, summer, spring, fall. It doesn't matter to me. Um, just make sure our goal is to make $5,000 per sport, and all that money will again just go straight to your budget, and that's where you can use that budget to get better equipment or or update a newer facility, something like that. That will really just a little extra to help us stay competitive and enjoy what we do here. Um, Last thing, of course, I'm always looking to expand our program. I want us to be a top athletic program here in the state. I think we have the ability to, and I feel like we have been a very good one, but we can take that next step now. And by doing that, I'd love to add sports like lacrosse, swimming and diving, or even hockey. And that's very expensive. A lot of those sports, that means putting in a pool. That means finding a spot to have ice time for the hockey team. And as long I'm going to work my butt off to try to make this happen for our student athletes. And the better they enjoy their time here, the more likely they'll come back and visit. They'll share their memories, which is what we're all about, and hopefully they even donate a little back. That would be huge for us, and it would just help our program and help your guys' lives a lot easier with budgets and buying gear, all that, if you have a little extra money in your budget. And last thing, we're just gonna work to improve our budget every year with small tweaks. That's the point of the incremental budget. It's basically just gonna look the same every year when I go over it with you at the start of your season. It is important for us to have consistency, but we always want to try new ideas. Any ideas that you all have that you'd like to talk to me about, for sure, I'm all for all ears. The last thing we want is for you guys to all be focused on your budget process every year and it just changes. So I'm gonna do my best to keep it consistent with maybe a tweak here and there about maybe even adding a little more, a little less, depending on how um, costs change throughout the years. So yeah, our hopefully over the years we can have a great program, and keep it running well.